when I first started, I was just fighting in high school a lot, you know? So I just liked to fight. I wasn't good at a lot of things. I liked football, but didn't like going to the practices, and I liked wrestling, and I still didn't like going to the practices, you know? So I just wanted to fight. I mean, I didn't have that hard of an upbringing or nothing. I mean, everyone has their ups and downs, so you can't really be a crybaby about what you went through. But I mean, I fought a lot when I was a kid, and I fought a lot in high school, and then, you know, one thing led to another. I got a couple of amateurs, and then right when I turned 18, a month later, I got my first pro fight. So just kind of went from there, you know? Fighting is the type of thing where you got to really want to do it. There's like the three types of people. There's the people that fight because they love it, and they don't really give a shit if they're going to be something or what. Those are like journeyman type of fighters. And there's the type of people that fight to be cool. They want to fight, they want to get a couple fights, they want to say they're a fighter. All of a sudden, it's so cool now to be a fighter. And then there's the type of people that train hard as fuck, and they love to fight, and they want to be something, and they want to be a champion, you know, they want that belt. So those are the three types of fighter in my head, and I'm the type of fighter that wants that belt. I just want to train as hard as I can and be the best that I could be. I just never really been a big partier. Even in high school, I drank like twice, you know? I'd been drunk like twice in high school, and even in college. When I went to college up north, I didn't drink a lot. I just wasn't a big drinker. And then that just helped me out a lot. I just kind of got obsessed with it, just like with anything. I mean, you like doing it a lot, and your brain tells you it's good, and you really love it, so just keep doing it till you can't do it anymore, you know? A loss will fuel your fire a lot more than a win, you know? It can go both ways, though. I've just always been the type of guy that I'm competitive, and I don't like to lose, so I just keep going. I don't stop. Just fight, until there's nothing left. I want it to be my career. It's just hard. Fighting is a long road, and it's like never ending. There's just a point, you know? Once you get to that point, then you can start making some real money. I mean, people don't realize, I mean, what do I have to do? I go to school and I fight, and that's all I do for money. And I had to buy my protein every month, I had to pay for my gym memberships, pay for gas to go to training, and pay for just equipment, gear, whatever the hell I need. It costs money, you know? It costs a lot of money to eat clean and do this and get your medicals done and all this stuff. And when you're all said and done with it, you're spending freaking $1,200 a month, and then people think, oh, you make $4 grand, that's a lot of money in 1 month. But yeah, but I've been training for 3 months and already spent $3 grand, so I'm about to make $1 grand, maybe. And no one really got me into it. I just had a lot of loudmouth friends, and I was the quiet one. I'd show up to parties, people were talking crap, oh, he's a fighter. I'm like, I'm not a fighter, I just like to fight, you know what I mean? Very first person that got me into it was my wrestling coach, Jeremy Laughlin, in high school. He was the assistant wrestling coach, and he got me my very first smoker when I was 16 over at Thomas Denny's gym. So that was my first fight. I've always been like on my own, doing shit on my own, looking at workouts, doing it on my own, bouncing between trainer to trainer. And finally lately, really settled in, and I know some good people and some good sponsors. I got some good people behind me. So I actually have a real camp. I have a guy that does my ground, I have a guy that helps me with my kickboxing, a guy that helps me with my boxing, with my diet, with my strength and conditioning, you know. And I got my sparring taken care of. So I mean, I don't have any excuses anymore, you know. I better be winning, because there's nothing wrong with me. I had a couple. Everyone has injuries, you know. There's no fighter that fights that doesn't have an injury. You know, 100% to an MMA fighter is like 80%. You know what I mean? I haven't had that bad of injuries. You know, there's always knees here and there, elbows, and I had a shoulder surgery. So, I mean, it hasn't been that bad. There's always something. There's always a nick here. There's always you're badly bruised, or, you know, you get a hairline fracture in your hand. And I used to have a lot of hand issues, always breaking my hand, you know, just trying to knock the guy out. And sometimes I would knock the guy out, but I got a broken hand after the fight, so I'm out for a couple months, you know. I just, when I came down to punch, I think I just jammed my thumb really bad, and I couldn't use it for about a month or 2 months. Lately, I've been pretty healthy. I have a similar game plan every time. I just like to bang, you know what I mean? So, I'm gonna go in there and bang. But if he wants to take it to the ground, I'm not no slouch on the ground. I mean, I'll throw up some submissions, and I'll stand back up. I mean, wherever it takes me, I'm gonna battle. I'm not gonna give up. That's the thing that a lot of fighters, they're fighters, but if you give up, you're not a fighter, you know? You don't have heart, then you're in the wrong sport. Either way, every day I'm thinking about it. Every day I'm visualizing it. You know, it's all about that. You just get mentally prepared, and by the fight night, I'm just like already over it. I'm ready for it to happen. Ready just to do it. You know, I've had enough opportunities. Now it's time for take full advantage of this one. It's my hometown too. You know, it's in Temecula. It's in Pachanga. It's the first one, first ever. So I mean, it's a big deal. It's good. I fought all over. I fought for the WEC, over Cage Combat. I fought for Elite XC before they went under. King of the Cage. I held the title in King of the Cage. Fought for Gladiator. Total Combat. I fought all over the place. You know, I've been fighting since I was 17. So I'm 23 now. So it's a good 6 years. Slow learner though. So I know a lot more than I did, but I still have to learn a lot more. I mean, everyone wants to say that this is the fight that'll make or break, but it kind of is, you know. You really need to win it. It's like a cliche, you hear it a lot, but in this sport, you can come back, but then again, one loss will set you back a year, you know. So you gotta start winning fights again. That's one of the biggest things to look forward to, is just eating normal. Be able to eat what you want. It's like stuff I won't usually even want, like McDonald's. I'll want that just because I can't have it. It sucks. I don't even fucking like McDonald's. Everyone has these diets where you want to eat this and eat that, and blah, 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 but it doesn't come from the earth and it's not real clean, then I try not to eat it, you know? So I'm eating chicken, I'm eating clean beef, I'm eating vegetables, I'm eating fruits and vegetables, and protein shakes with water, and stuff like that is just real clean. It absorbs in you clean and then comes out of you, you know? Just trying to cut as much fat as possible and keep all the muscle. I'm probably about like 12 to 14% normally, and I'm trying to get it down to like 5 to 4% body fat within 6 weeks. The organization's really good though, you know? They got Pachanga, and Pachanga's like no joke. I mean, I'm excited about that. I got a lot of good people around me helping me out with like sponsorships, and I'm cross-training right now. I was training at Jokers for a little bit, and then I came back to Gracie Baja, and now I'm going to start training again at Jokers, and then Gracie Baja over in Costa Mesa. I go to LA Boxing here and there and just hit the bags and, you know, go over my technique and all my visualization and all that. This time, I've had a real camp. I've had people behind me that really know what they're talking about, you know. I got a guy, his name's Chris Shane. I mean, this guy has so many different certifications, you can't even fill this whole room with them all. I swear to God, this guy is certified in strength and conditioning, certified in everything you could just think of. Anything with the fitness, he's certified in. So he knows the shit. So he's been helping me with my strength and conditioning, just kicking my ass, basically. And that's been going great. And then I got my jiu-jitsu guy, Mike Buckles, that does the Gracie Baja. And then he also is he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu, and he's been doing Muay Thai for over 15 years. So I mean he has all the parts of the games covered. Those are my weak areas. So I've cut weight the right way the last couple times. It was tough, but finally I got on the right schedule. I got the diet down pretty good. Fruits, vegetables. I try not to eat past 10. No like heavy carbs. I mean, your body starts shutting off at a certain point. Sometimes you just gotta eat some brown rice, some complex carbs to just help you out, feel better. I do that here and there, and once a week gotta have your cheat meal or else you go crazy. You know, fucking protein style In-N-Out burger or something, you know? Right now I'm just doing cardio to lose weight. It's not nothing to, you know, any conditioning type. Just to lose weight, get those calories off. I try to do cardio 5 times a week at least 45 minutes. Because cardio is boring. No one likes to do it. If you do like to do it, then probably a fucking runner or something, you know? I've had a lot of opportunities in MMA, and I've done a lot, and been at the top, and I've been at the bottom, and I'm coming up to the top. I'm on a 5-win streak right now, 5 wins in a row, so I need this fight, you know? Everyone asks about MMA, like, what is MMA? Like, I don't know what it is. Is it UFC? Is it like, you know, everyone that doesn't know? I mean, I look at it like this. UFC is a Super Bowl, and I'm in the playoffs right now. If I win this fight, I go to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? So that's how this is. Something like even like King of the Cage and stuff like that. That's like preseason. That's like games that they count, but then you know you gotta move up. Gotta move up in competition.